So we've shown you multiple bits of footage from the school board meetings of crazy parents standing up and trying to encourage the schools to allow COVID to roam free like the mighty buffalo. So we decided to mix it up. We have footage going around of an individual, the founder of the Tennessee Holler. Here is a reasonable person speaking at one of these meetings.
Justin Canoe, I'm a dad in Williamson County. Didn't plan on speaking, but here we go. First of all, critical race theory is not in our schools, and it never was. And the people here to complain about it did not know what it was 6 months ago and had never heard of it. That's why they're going after diversity, equity, and inclusion instead and trying to pretend they're the same thing. They aren't. And frankly, there aren't many communities around the globe that need DEI more than this one that we live in. On another note, I'm a dad of a new kindergartner, and her first day was right after the chaos last week. She went to school and was one of just a few kids in her class wearing a mask, which made her ask me why she had to. My answer was because we want to take care of other people. She's 5 years old, but she understood that concept. And it's disappointing that more adults around here can't seem to grasp it. I asked a pastor friend of mine, and he was very clear there's no actual biblical justification for using the Bible to get out of a mask mandate passed by a majority of this elected board. But thousands are doing it anyway, calling it a religious exemption, which is frankly just sad. Avoiding masks is not in the Bible, but taking care of others is. And now today we have Governor Lee's executive order to allow opt-outs, which is government overreach undercutting a local decision. If you only like democracy when it goes your way, you don't actually like democracy. Thank you.
A lot of great points. That last point I think is great as well. And yeah, it's indisputable. They have no interest whatsoever in democracy. They want to be in power. That's basically it. But yeah, that is a reasonable person. And you'll notice, by the way, the crowd was pretty silent. Whereas you have like the crazy green shirt guy from last Friday who's just like talking about the spirit of the wind going through you in Nuremberg, and like a whole bunch of Facebook moms and dads are like, "Whoa, it's the best." But of course, that guy was far more articulate than the vast majority of us would be in that case. But he is actually representative of what the majority of Americans believe. They want their kids to be safe. They want there to be masks. They want people to be vaccinated. But we've come to a point where that sort of thing doesn't generally go viral. It doesn't get the cheers. Just being reasonable, caring about your neighbor, these sort of core American things actually stands out. And so great job by Justin there.
The basis of our agendas and policies now, especially with people that just watch and support folks, is based on how much of a cheering crowd you can get behind you. And the reason there's a cheering crowd there is to hype up your stupidity. So if you say something that means nothing and no one's there to cheer it on, then you're sitting there in silence of stupidity. So if there's a cheering crowd behind you, have to go. When you do that, and then they cheer for you, it doesn't sound as dumb anymore because like, oh man, they have a bunch of dumbasses that are following them. So whatever that reason is that they try to do this and use it to make some kind of an applause line, that's what we base our policies on. Applause lines versus constant facts from this guy and reasonable things. Because if you have to sit and listen to reason and facts and a real agenda, you have to go, I have to think about something. Thinking about something is something that we have turned off Americans consistently. I remember when Obama was running, they said, this guy is an elitist. He went to Princeton, I don't care where he went. He went to Harvard. Isn't he so smart? Don't you hate smart people? Yeah, we've flipped the script to where you have to celebrate stupidity and ignorance. And that's the basis for our policies. And now this whole wing of politicians are like, let's cater to the stupidity and the ignorance. And that's where we are now. So someone like this gets silenced because they're going, what words did he just say? He didn't even scream. He didn't call anyone.
He didn't even talk about the wind in our soul.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.